because I spent many years fighting and struggling, and fighting with myself and fighting with the world around me. But now I'll just have acceptance, you know. It's good to have that.
好，今日咧非常之開心咧，請嚟一位咧，雖然都有幾年時間冇見啦，咁但係咧一講佢名咧，大家一定會 ring a bell， 知道佢邊個啦。佢就係呢一個 Cranberries 嘅前主音 Dolores。
Hey.
Welcome to Hong Kong.
Hey Katie, how are you, darling?
I am great. How are you?
Ooh, like the Europeans. Great, good fun.
Great to see
fun.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know you have been here for album promotion like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
How is it different from this time?
I think
Besides, you know, you were with Cranberries before.
it's more built up, is it? There's more people here now. It's busier, and I mean, I just love it. The last time I was here, though, I didn't really get to see anything because I was doing the gig with the band.
Right.
And usually when I'm doing gigs, it's like 2.5 hours, so and it's performance, so I can't really go out, you know.
Do you miss the time when you were with the Cranberries? Do you consider yourself still the Cranberries member?
Well, no, I don't really miss it because I'm doing this now, and this is a brilliant new experience and stuff like that, you know. You know, it's like, and for a little while when I left the band, I kind of missed the boys because we had so much time together. We lived together, we grew up together like children in a family. We got famous together. We experienced the rise of the Cranberries together, and I suppose we had an experience, the four of us together, that we will not have with anybody else in the world. So there'll always be a love between us. Obviously, I became very famous when I was very young, and I had so much so young, but actually I was miserable. You know, I was very unhappy, you know.
Kind of lost, maybe.
Lost, lonely, isolated, you know. It wasn't nice. So then I had my kids, and you know, I realized that actually what's really important is to have love and to have family and to have your health. You know, every day that you wake up and, you know, you can walk and you can breathe and you got people you love. That's really what's important about life, you know.
But do you get more inspiration while you're, you know, living a more like a peaceful or quiet life?
Yeah, you do. You know what? Because what happens when you're on tour all the time is basically you're going from your hotel room to sound check, and then after sound check, maybe I do yoga, or maybe I have a massage, or I go for a walk, and you know, kind of get ready for the show. You're doing warming up your voice, you're doing makeup. Suddenly you're on stage. For 2.5 hours, you come off stage, you jump on a bus. You take off your makeup, you know, you get into the bunk bed. No time to think and no experiences. You're doing the same thing every day. It's not natural. You're just repeating something over and over and over. So what happens when you're going around and around and around doing the same thing every day is you don't really have anything to write about. So take it 4 years off, then you have a normal life, so you're writing about ordinary things.
So in this 4 years period, would you consider that your ordinary days? Do you enjoy that more than, you know, before?
Yeah, you know, I really enjoyed this 4 years because it was actually the first time in my life since I was actually a teenager that I had 4 years off. And I wasn't I had no band waiting. I had no contracts.
Right,
I had no pressure.
shows and all that.
I just got to, so it was really cool. I just got to, you know, be a normal human being, a human spirit. And then I wrote a song called The Human Spirit, which was about trying to find out who I was outside of being an entertainer and a singer. Because being a singer has been such a big part of my life, I suppose. And you get to that point where you start to wonder, if I wasn't a singer, who would I be? you know.
What would you be? You know?
Yeah.
Maybe.
So it was really cool because I was searching for the human spirit, you know. And in that 4 years, I did really cool stuff like. Because my husband's mother was passing away, I moved my family over to Canada and we lived in the forest there. I wanted them to be with her for the last days of her life. So she'd have fun and, you know, she'd have the kids to cheer her up and make her feel better, even though she was in terrible pain, you know. In that time, then my kids went to school in Canada. And in Canada, what's really nice is the parents can go in as volunteers.
Oh,
so I used to go to school.
In
and
school?
I'd sit
fun.
at a desk with 5 little kids, you know.
Right.
5-year-olds, and I'm like teaching them, and it was really funny because there's certain things that we say in Europe that they don't say in Canada. Like for example,
accent's different too.
when they finish a sentence, you know, when they're writing, they say period.
Right.
We say full stop.
Oh yeah.
So I would be saying to the kids, when you're finished your sentence, now you have to put a full stop, and they'd all go, "What's a full stop?" And I'd be there. Period, and I'd be there. Yeah, period. You know, but it was kind of hard for me because it's a different country. Do you know
It's
what
like
I mean?
football and
It's
soccer.
great.
It's different.
Totally different. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was cool.
Even though you're living your normal life, do your children, your kids, do they come up to you and say, "I want to hear your music," or do you make them listen to your music, or?
No, the kids don't even know about the Cranberries.
Right, you were mentioning it earlier.
Yeah, it's because I don't know. Like if you're say what if you're a private detective, or if you're a doctor, or if you're a nurse, or are you going to come home to your kids and go, "Hey, I'm a nurse. Look, this is what I do." You don't. You kind of go, "That's what I do. That's my job." So it's not important for them to know what I do. But of course, they're going to get older and they'll figure it out. But then they'll be big, you see. So they'll be able to deal with it, I think, you know, in their own way.
You know your great song. There are remix of your song.
Yeah.
It's Chinese singer Fei Wong. I'm not sure if you're familiar with her.
Yeah.
What do you think of her?
I think she's very nice. She's really nice. I met her about 10 years ago at the MTV Awards, and she was a really sweet girl, and I'm very flattered. I mean, I find it so flattering if somebody does a cover version of my music. I'm always like, it's cool, you know, it's nice, you know.
But some people said that no, she's imitating you, your way of singing.
Yeah.
Do you feel that?
Well, I don't really know her stuff. I only heard that she did a cover. But even if she is inspired by me, that's fantastic.
Right.
Yeah, it's good to inspire people, isn't it?
Right.
People inspired me, you know.